start a new week than to have updates on everything that happened, over the weekend, all the top gist, the top stories, and that is why Unplug is here for you. On Unplug, we give you updates on everything that is happening entertainment-wise. I'm talking national news as well, sports, global news, every single thing that you need to catch up on, we have it here for you on Unplug, which is why you should be watching our show every single day. This is brought to you by every NG, and my name is Judith. Now let's head into the stories.
Unplug.
First up, we have Kiddwaya, Vee and Tolanibaj in the news. Now, these housemates, I don't know what happened during the reunion shoots because there's a lot of tension in the air. Everybody is giving themselves attitude. People are saying things that have, coded meaning underneath. But this time around, Kiddwaya was trying to be a peacemaker, trying to bring the two housemates together because if you remember from the house, Vee and Tolanibaj do not get along on any front. Literally, they can't even work together because of the history that they had from the BBNaija lockdown house. However, Kiddwaya felt that he could be a peacemaker and he decided to drag Vee into a conversation that he was having with Tolanibaj. Now, obviously, that did not end up well because first off, they were talking about verification and Vee and Tolanibaj are not, like I said, on talking terms, they don't talk to themselves, but Kiddwaya and Tolanibaj are kind of guys. So Tolanibaj was talking about her verification and then Kiddwaya was like, sorry on top verification, why are you stressing us on the internet? And they went on and on with their banter. And when Tolanibaj said she was going to attack, he now tagged Vee and said, let me go and call my defender. Well, according to the tweets as I'm showing you now, Vee was like, please, I do not want to concern myself with whatever you guys are talking about. I have no business here. She literally shut it down before it went too far. And I'm just like, sis, it's not that deep. It's just internet banter. But I mean, Vee doesn't want to have anything to do with T-Badge on any level. Now let's move on from the lockdown housemates to one of the pepper them housemates, and actually the winner from that season, Mercy Eke. Now, I thought that this, tattoo thing was a thing of the past. We've moved past it. Well, it looks like it's not. Maybe it's coming back again. You know how bell-bottom jeans became a thing in 2020? Maybe that's what's happening with the tattoo trend because a young man whose name is Omo Baba drew Mercy Eke's face on his arm. Now, I was like, don't you people learn, lessons from everything that happened last year with the whole tattoo saga? Don't you learn lessons? It looks like some people are not interested in learning from anybody's experience at all because, this man drew the tattoo. And surprisingly, Mercy Eke actually responded to it. She's like, look, guy, we need to see, DM me. And I'm like, whoa, okay, you were not aired. Thanks be to God, you got what you were looking for, you got the attention that you were looking for. You're very lucky that maybe Mercy is a nicer person than most celebrities. But then, talking about this whole tattoo situation, in case with Bobrisky and his Ivorian fan, if you remember very well, that young lady we spoke about her on the show some time ago, has gone sour. Now, remember that Bobrisky flew this lady all the way from Ivory Coast to Lagos to spend some time with him, just to chill as a fan and a celebrity situation. But somehow along the line, the lady stayed for about 3 months, turned into Bobrisky's PA. But the issue is not being his PA, it's what has transpired over the weekend. Now, over the weekend, this young lady called Bobrisky out for being abusive, for being dirty, for being so many things. Now, according to her post, she said that Bobrisky threw a speaker at her and injured her on her face. She even showed pictures. And I'm just like, okay, how do we go from making a tattoo of Bobrisky to being in an abusive relationship quickly? Like, how did this even go from 0 to 100? But I mean, I guess you never know what people are hiding inside. However, after these allegations were made, Bobrisky did a live video and even made like several videos saying that, look, this young lady is lying. She recorded me when I was shouting. I agree I was shouting at her because she didn't do her job as a PA. She was jeopardizing my life, just doing rubbish all over the place. And I was screaming at her for not doing her job. I admit that. Maybe I raised my voice, but going to the point of slapping her and throwing a speaker, why did she not record this part of the conversation? Why did she not record this part of the situation that she was recording earlier? Well, the young lady has gone ahead to cover the tattoo of Bobrisky that she made with the flower, and it looks like that relationship has gone sour from the look of things. And I doubt that, they'll be coming back together as friends or anything like that. But I just hope that these new people who are making tattoos learn from this and don't end up in this situation. Now, and let's talk about Spiff. Yes, if you don't know who Spiff is, I'm talking about Samuel Ajibola from the Johnsons. Now, if you're a fan of the Johnsons, you know the guy, the adopted son of Lucky Johnson, who is always acting crazy, literally comic relief for the entire series. Well, over the weekend, Spiff announced that he was resigning from the TV series after 10 years of being with them, and the fans were so sad. Like, I was going through the comments and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is going to be missed, because personally I loved Spiff on the show. He was hilarious. Now, he said that it was time for him to move on to other things according to the video he made. Now it's time to, move on to other challenges. He has been on the show for 10 years. He has outgrown that. He's trying to express himself artistically through other channels, so this was why he was leaving the show. But then again, he also said that his loyalty remains with MultiChoice regardless of where he moves on to, and he's not quitting acting as a career. He's just moving on from that show. So we are congratulating Spiff for moving on and wishing him the best moving forward. Now let's finish that Spiff story, because I have something pretty interesting lined up for you now, and this is about a man. I don't know where this inspiration came from, but this young man shared a letter that he wrote to his dad, resigning from the firstborn situation that he had going on, like his firstborn position. He was resigning from that, and I'm like, what exactly happened? Something must have happened to tick this idea in your head, like, okay, you know what, I'm done being the firstborn, I'm done being it, so please, Jacob, take over. He penned down this letter. He wrote, look, Dad, I'm resigning from Firstborn. I'm giving the post over to my younger brother. He can take over if he is interested. But as for me, I don't wash my hand come up for anything that concerns Firstborn. And of course, Twitter users were reacting. Some of them having very hilarious takes on the situation. But really, questions that people were asking, really interesting questions that people were asking is, okay, what kind of situation, what kind of issue did you encounter to make you actually think of writing this letter? Now, people were bringing up cases of black tax, having so many responsibilities as the firstborn, being pressured into being something perfect because of the firstborn. And I want to ask you watching, do you think that as the firstborn, especially in the African society, there's a lot of pressure on you to be perfect, to be successful, to take care of the family? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you think on this man's situation. But honestly, it was hilarious to see that letter, trust me. Last week, there were rumors here and there that civil servant salaries will be slashed because of the economic situation in Nigeria right now, and that the country could not afford to pay them their full salaries. And let me tie it back to the video that Senator Dino Melaye made some time ago, saying that, look, the NNPC has said that they will not remit any money, any funds to the federal government for the month of May, June, and July. Now, all that together just put fear in the hearts of so many civil servants, and of course the NLC reacted, saying that they would not accept any slash in civil service salaries. And just on Sunday, that was yesterday, a statement was released by the spokesperson of the APC, saying that they are not reducing any salaries, they are not slashing it, that this was just a comic joke from the opposition party. And then people are asking, how did this get to from a place of, okay, we are not reducing the salaries, we are not slashing anybody's salary, to a party situation? Why is this a case of APC against PDP as opposed, good governance and being accountable to the people? Well, let me know what you think on that situation. People are reacting crazily to it, and I would love to get your thoughts on that. Now, on some global news, we have something, updates on the coronavirus situation going on in the world. And of course, India, is experiencing it right now. They are going through a crazy spike in cases, and this is putting so much pressure on the Prime Minister of the country to enforce a total lockdown. People have been asking, citizens are crying out. They have over 22 million active COVID cases and hundreds of thousands of deaths. And of course, state actors are asking for an enforcement of a lockdown. The Prime Minister is a bit unsure if that's the best step to take right now, but we'll keep you updated on that situation as soon as we get the latest updates on that. And now let's move on to some sports, because I never leave without giving my sports lovers something to take home. And Real Madrid has been denied the top spot after they tied with Sevilla in a 2-2 draw. Now, this happened at the La Liga games, and I'm sure they were probably hoping to make it to the top of the board, but that draw has just squashed whatever hopes they had of being top of the league. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Unplug. It was so much fun giving you these updates, and don't forget to drop your comments on any stories that piqued your interest during the course of the show. Until next time, my name is Judith, and this is brought to you by Every NG. Bye.